How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and we are back with another Diablo Immortal video. I've been playing this game quite a lot, and I wanted to share some knowledge. So today we are going to be talking about how to level up fast, how to get to level 60, and how to go beyond that, what all that means, and some important things that you will need to know so you don't make the same mistakes I did, and you don't miss out while making the most use of your time. So let's go ahead and dive into those. And the first thing we're going to talk about is how the leveling system works. As you can see at the top here, it says level 6, but it says 60 with a quotation of 6. This is a Paragon level, so if you've ever played a Diablo game, once you reach the max level, you essentially get to start leveling again, more or less. Paragon levels come with bonuses like extra talents, and you get stronger along the way, so you're going to be leveling for quite a while, even after you hit 60, so just keep that in mind. There are also thresholds for the different difficulties of the game. Hell Mode 1 starts when you hit level 60, and then you can reach Hell Mode 2 once you're Paragon level 30, Hell 3 once you are Paragon 90, and Hell 4 once you are Paragon level 160. So there is quite a grind in order to get towards the end game, and it's something that's accomplished over time because you are limited by weeklies and daily quests and weekly caps, so don't worry about like rushing constantly, right? Just make sure you get your stuff done for the week, and then we'll talk about all that stuff coming up here. So now we kind of know how all of that works, so we're going to go into some few key things that really saved me a lot of time. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hit escape and then go, or whatever you are on the mobile phone, pull up this menu here. You're going to go to the settings, and then you're going to go to the general. You're going to scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see this option here that says enable auto pickup. This is going to allow you to pick up normal, magic, and rare items constantly, so the only thing you actually have to tap to pick up or click to pick up is going to be a legendary item, which honestly you want to do that anyways because it's fun to get those. So this will save you tons of time because you'll just simply walk your character over where the items are. It's going to pick it up just like it picks up gold, and you're going to get a lot of value from this, so make sure you go ahead and enable that option. The second thing you could do to save a lot of time is you're going to be finding a lot of items. You're going to be going back and forth to this blacksmith to salvage items. There is a salvage all button down at the bottom. If you are not aware, make sure you know. So you can click that. You can salvage each category. So you can salvage all magic or regular or rare items. If you want to salvage a legendary item or higher, you're going to have to put it in individually, and it'll kind of give you a warning like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? But you can do that to save a lot of time as well. So that's going to be something really nice to kind of just make your quality of life a lot better as you level. So now we'll go ahead and talk about the leveling process in general. So the main way you level up is going to be through the Codex and the Battle Pass. It's going to be a core and important system for leveling and progressing your character now when you hit 60, after you hit 60 in the Paragon levels, and going forward pretty much to the end of time. So the way it works is every time you do any sort of activity, whether that be the bestiary or a dungeon or an Elder Rift or whatever that may be, you're going to get points. So you're going to see, I'm going to claim a few here. Each activity has a certain amount of points it gives, so you can kind of min-max when it comes to that, and I'll tell you some of those like important activities that do end up being worth a lot more of your time. So we'll go ahead and claim this, and as you can see, these things went to the top. You also get some extra for doing first time like achievements within the guide, so it's just general things that the game wants you to do. It most likely unlocks as time goes on. Like when you progress your character, there's no point in searching for these things. You will just do them, like they will happen over time, right? So the activities is going to be the best way in the Battle Pass to level up. There is a weekly cap on it. If you click on this, you can see that my weekly cap is 2,168 out of 2,400 earned potentially. So no matter how hard you grind, even if you go like some sort of demon, you will reach a wall every week that will stop you from getting XP, right? And then here is going to be a very, very important tip, and this is something I did not know when I first started, and I wasted some XP. The amount of XP, as you can see, this is a large sum of XP here that I get when I do fill up this meter and hit this level up button. The amount of XP that you get is scaled based on your level. So if you claim this early, you will potentially be losing out on XP. So make sure that you wait until you hit some sort of like break point in your leveling where the storyline you can't go any further, and it's like, hey, I need you to get to level 41 or 43 or 51 or whatever that is. Whenever it tells you, okay, you're not high enough level to continue the story, that's when you want to start claiming a few of these things just to level up and get that XP. Once you've done everything you need to do, you can also alternatively do dungeons and other things to kind of progress up and save that a little bit. But if you can wait till the later stages, like getting close to level 60, to start claiming these battle pass levels, it will save you a lot of heartache. You will get a lot of extra XP, so don't be like me, don't miss out on that. That's definitely something you don't want to do there. So now that we've covered those, let's go ahead and talk about like the daily activities. There are actually a lot in the game, and I'll probably make a separate video on that, but just be aware that there are a lot of daily activities. There will be a Codex featured activity that will give you 2 times the amount of experience. There are bounties that you can collect in town. There's a bounty board over here. You could do 8 bounties every day. So all of these activities will be giving you a lot. And then there's even more daily activities once you join a clan and join a warband and all that stuff. There's going to be extra things for you to do. So just kind of whatever dailies are available for you at the moment at your level, go ahead and knock all those out, and I'll have a full daily guide coming up, so that'll cover absolutely everything, especially once you hit Paragon levels, and that'll tell you where to go and what to do for that, so that you can make sure you're not missing out on any free daily stuff there. So with the dailies out of the way, we also talked about that weekly system. You need to kind of cap every week and do those things. So that's going to be something that's going to be very important. We will now talk about the different types of leveling. And there are 2 types of leveling. There's group leveling and solo leveling. And this is going to be the important part, because in my experience, I did play a lot of solo at the start, but then I started playing with a group more towards the end. And there is a few reasons for that. The reasons being warbands and clans. So these are going to be 2 really important things that you're going to want to get into. You're going to need to get into a clan that is actually making progress, and you want to get into a warband or make a warband. A warband is 8 players that share some sort of like bonus when they group up. That's pretty much what it is. And if you have a 4-person warband party, you will get a warband chest when you do activities for like dungeons and different clears. You also get different bonuses if you do the helicarry, which is like a raid, heliquary, whatever they call it. You will get bonus scorn and items for that, and it will help you progress and level your character a lot faster. So grab some friends, make some friends, get a warband, get an 8-person team together. You can also share items and do all kinds of cool stuff, but there is a lot of benefits to having a 4-person party in this game. Not to mention, just grouping up with 4 people will allow you to drop gems from any monster wherever you're killing anything, and gems are hard to come by. It's something you're going to need to power up your character. It makes you a lot stronger and you level faster. So grouping up with 4 players to do activities is great. You can find people in chat. You can also just open up little party links, like this person here has like a little party link for his dungeon that he's doing. You can also just use the party system itself. If you go to any dungeon portal, it'll say something like find players. You can queue and find people in there, and that'll be great for you. So, solo leveling and group leveling. Group leveling is mostly done with dungeons. Dungeons that are very, very good to do are going to be the following. There is the Mad King's Breach, which is the first dungeon that you get. This is going to be right here. If you go to the Codex, you'll be able to find it. You can click on this arrow. It'll automatically take you to it. It is the one with Leoric. It is very quick. You get access to it early on, and it's worth 15 Battle Pass points, so it'll power you up quite fast. And then the next best one when you unlock it is going to be the Temple of Namari. The Temple of Namari is even faster than Leoric's or the Mad King's Breach dungeon. In my opinion, it is very quick. It's just like a little bit of mobs and then a series of 3 bosses and an end boss, and that's it. It takes you about 5 to 6 minutes flat to knock this out, and if you're in a group, you'll be flying through it, collecting gems, and you'll get 20 battle pass points every time, which is quite a lot, so you'll be leveling up very quickly, especially with the XP from the dungeon itself. If you are a solo player, the best thing for you to do, in my opinion, would be to roam the open world or the overworld and do the bestiary. The bestiary is this activity right here, and what it wants you to do is kill monsters in the open world, and they will drop monstrous essence. Once you have 10 monstrous essence, you'll be able to turn this in for a whopping 40 battle pass points, which is quite a lot, but the essence do take a bit of time to drop. From what I saw, the essence tend to have some sort of soft timer from which they can drop every couple of minutes or so, because I was killing a lot of monsters constantly, and I never found 2 essence back to back. I always found them like a little bit separate from each other, but it's not too bad. So this is something that you can do, and the best way to kind of double up on this would be to do your bounty for the day. So wherever that bounty takes you, when you collect that daily bounty, it'll make you kill monsters in the open world. Just go ahead and do your bestiary thing at the same time, so you'll be getting monstrous essence, and you can double up on that. And hidden lairs are also a great thing. When you're level 60, when you're below level 60, you can do hidden lairs by yourself. So you can walk in, if you happen to run into a hidden lair in the area while you're doing your bounty, go inside there, because you can also get the monstrous essence for the bestiary from the hidden lairs while you're doing that. They will also give you gems and a bunch of other good things, so that's all really nice things to have. So again, the biggest thing is finding a group. If you haven't done that already, I would go ahead and do that, because when you enter Hell 1 difficulty, you need 2 players to go into a dungeon. You need 2 players to go into a hidden lair. It's a minimum requirement, and that only gets worse in Hell Mode 3 and 4, because you need a full party to even participate in those. So make sure that you are kind of collecting some friends along the way, get some buddies that are on your level, or just use the party finder system to team up with people and start knocking things out. So that's pretty much going to be it for this one. So in summary, if you're a solo player, I would probably be going for that bestiary and go for the open world farm with the bounties and the hidden lairs. If you are a person who has a couple people to play with, you can duo these dungeons. Mad King's Breach is fantastic, and the Temple of Namari is probably the best in the game. It is the fastest dungeon. It will give you tons of XP, so that's going to be something good to kind of look out for there. All right, that's going to be it for this one. We will talk a little bit more about dailies in the future and clan activities, as well as warband activities that will give you a lot of value. So make sure to stay up to date for that. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, that bell button. We have a Discord down below, and I might even be opening up a little place for people to find some people on servers to play with. So if you want to go ahead and join there, I'm going to make a Diablo Immortal section, so we're going to be able to kind of interact with some people and find some groups, since the grouping seems to be so important, and that should help a lot of people out for sure. All right, thanks for your time, and appreciate you watching this video. We'll catch you in the next one.